Hello gamers, how y'all doing today? It's your boy Timson918 here, man. I got a video for y'all. So, we sitting back, we chilling, we at work, right? We not at work right now. I'm off. And if I don't make a video tomorrow, I probably will, but just in case I don't, have a great holiday and happy Thanksgiving to all those. Make sure you go and spend time with your family and your loved ones because as some of you know, family is all you got. So you make sure to enjoy the time with your loved ones. Eat some turkey, some chicken, some stuffing, some mac and cheese, some sweet potatoes, yeah, yo, and all that biscuits, all that good shit. Y'all seen that meme? The fat black dude. It's like these biscuits. It's like the Popeyes guy. But y'all, so I'm at work, right, man? We are at the Frito, we Frito laying, we stocking the chips and shit. Man, y'all, I go into the store, y'all, and if there's one thing that'll piss you off. That sounded like Mike Tyson there. I said piss you off. But one thing that'll piss you off, y'all, is when the RSRs don't get there on time. What do I mean by that, y'all? So, you know how the thing is, and let me know in the comments below how you are, but the thing is with me, I'm like to be self-reliant when I can. I like to be able to handle things on my own because I know that I can get those things done when I rely on myself versus other people. Um, One of the things that you'll notice being a merchandiser is that you have a lot less responsibility than the RSRs do because you don't order, you don't have to talk to managers and stuff like that, and you don't have, only thing you're doing, of course, is working in order when it comes in and, making the shelves look good. That's what your role is as a merchandiser. The problem with that is when an order comes in, you have to wait for an RSR to check it in. That's where the issue is. And the other issue is, which it's also a blessing but can be stressing at the same time, is that as a merchandiser, you only have a set amount of time in the store. RSRs, they stay into a store until the job's done. You have some RSRs who are crazy as shit. Well, just one. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a good dude, but he's crazy as shit. And he works like 70 hours a week because he decides for some odd reason that, he, wants to work 14, 15 hours a day because he orders way too much. And RSRs, let me get back on track, but RSRs, they don't have a time limit. We do. Merchandisers do. So on your schedule, I might tell you that you only have 3 hours at this store, right? Or 2 hours at this store, so on and so forth. So, knowing that you have a time limit, y'all, these RSRs or RSAs, which are the route carrier associates, still don't get there on time to check the order in, y'all. And it's a cycle. It's literally a cycle of continuous bullshit and stress. Because you see, what happens is you get to a store at 5 o'clock. Your phone tells you you need to be at that store at 5 o'clock. You check out at 8. So you've got 3 hours to get to that store. Actually, a little bit less than that technically because, you want to be at your next store at 8. So you have to leave that store around 7:45, whatever, how far you got to travel to your next store. So, you've got about 2.5, 3 hours in there, right? Now, RSA or RSR doesn't get there on time. There are RSRs and RSAs on my route, y'all, who will, you send them a text message, no response. You give them a phone call, no response. You have to contact the DSL, which is your manager, the higher up people, and ask them, hey, where's the RSR at? Because I'm supposed to be at this store from this time to this time, and this person's not there yet. On top of that, y'all, when they finally get there, it's not like the order takes like a minute to get checked in. It takes 10, 15 minutes sometimes to check an order in, depending on the receiver, the person who's scanning the boxes. So, for example, y'all, now look, I am meant to be at a Walmart, right, from 6 in the morning to 10 in the morning, right? Now, I get there and start working backstock. There's this other lazy ass dude there, not gonna say a name, but lazy ass fucker there, who wakes up late all the time, doesn't answer his phone calls, doesn't answer his text messages. You have to contact the boss, and the boss has to message him several times. Before, like literally, the reason he isn't fired is beyond me. But I, am in there from 6 to 10, 4 hours. That's my Monday. He gets there at 8, y'all. 8 in the fucking morning. So I'm sitting there, work backstock, work as many carts as I can, and I'm just sitting there literally waiting around, just looking around, because I've got a whole 30, 40 minutes until he gets there, and there's like 3 carts that need to be done on the order, right? Now, here's the thing though, don't get it twisted, don't get it fucked up. Your boy, me? Me? Shit. And a whole bunch of other full-time merchandisers do this as well. And you're meant to, you're supposed to. If you can't finish because the RSR or RSA doesn't get it checked in, that's tough. That's tough. You work what you can, and you make sure you leave yourself enough time so that way, you pull all your bags forward, make it look good and all that. Put your, condensed KDs or boxes on a cart and, take carts outside, do what you got to do and get to your next store. So he gets there at 8 o'clock, gets the order checked in by like 8:15. He leaves. He sends me a message, orders checked in. I'm like, okay. So now I'm sitting here with a roughly an hour, maybe an hour, 20 minutes at max, because around 9:15 I have to start getting ready to, take everything to the back and pull things forward and go to each section, each display and all that stuff, end caps and whatever, pull things forward and just get ready. So I'm sitting there and it's a cycle, y'all. It's literally a cycle. It's like a food chain, y'all. So I pull forward and I get everything done. I go into the back. The receiver's upset. The receiver's upset because there's too many carts in the back. There's too many carts. You're only meant to have so many carts of backstock because they need to make sure they have plenty of room for other vendors and other people who put pallets down or whatever. I tell the lady, I'm sorry, there's nothing that I can do. Literally, the guy ordered just enough, but I can't put all of it up. I don't have enough time. He didn't get here on time. You saw him come in at 8. He's meant to be here at 5 a.m. to check it in. She gets pissed off because her manager is going to get mad at her because, she allowed 2 carts back there. So then she's like, I'm going to have to call your DSL. I'm like, okay. She calls the DSL. DSL calls me asking what's going on. I tell them, check, you need to check your RSR. She calls the RSR. Then the RSR gets pissed off at me. Has the audacity to say, well, whether or not I get there on time, realistically speaking, you should be able to get all those things done and pull forward and go to each section and do all this, that, and the other. Because you shouldn't be able to do it. Because realistically speaking and statistically, you should be able to get this done because 45 minutes per car. And it's a continuation, y'all. It goes down the chain of bullshit, y'all. Down the chain. DSL gets pissed, RSR gets pissed. RSR gets pissed, wants to cuss out the merchandiser. Merchandiser gets pissed, merchandiser says, fuck this, walks out. So, y'all, long story short, y'all, when you start, if you're looking at this video and you are interested in Frito-Lay or you work at Frito-Lay, one thing you want to prioritize, I don't know, I don't even care how long they've been working. People will be like, oh, you don't want to treat them like they're babies. Message your RSR if you need to every morning, or your RSA. Find out who's going to be checking in your order and find out what time they're meant to be there. Most receivers get to the store by 4 o'clock. Those are the people that actually work at the store, the ones that scan for you. They get there at 4 o'clock. The order should be there around 5 or 6. Sometimes trucks break down or they're slow. They got a new driver, shit ton of problems, man. But, most of the time when the order does get there, latest 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, the receiver should be following up within the next 30 to 45 minutes max. If you have a store to go to and you only have a limited, let me turn the phone real quick. If you have a store to go to and you've only got a limited amount of time, y'all, do not hesitate to call your DSL, because I'm telling you, y'all, just another example. So, like I said, that 5 to 8, just another example, y'all. What was it? It was yesterday. I'm meant to get off now. I was nice. And I didn't have to do this because I'm not required to do it. I stayed an extra hour. Supposed to do 9 hours. I stayed 10 hours. Y'all worked a 10-hour shift yesterday because I look fat. Look at me. Look like a fat fucking slob. Look, my neck. I swear I have a neck, y'all, okay? I have a neck. It just looks like that because I got my thing on my pillow. So it looks like I'm fucking Fucking Fat Albert and shit, man. But like, look, so I'm sitting there. I get there. What time did I get there in the morning? I got to that store. It was a Giant. I got there at I believe was it 12? No. I was supposed to leave at 12. I left at 1. So I got there at like 8. I got there at 8 o'clock, y'all. 8 a.m. I'm like, okay. Now, keep in mind, this store, it doesn't do that much business, but for some reason, they keep so much unnecessary backstock back there. And it stays back there because they don't do fucking business. But, they got like 3 or 4 carts of backstock back there. And then they had another 3 carts coming in on the order. So I rely on that receiver to get there on time. Like the order comes in at 8, I want him there at 8. And normally he gets there at 8, and he normally talks so much shit about other RSRs and receivers and not receivers, but RSRs and RSAs talking about, yeah, man, they need to understand that, because I told him that situation that happened last week with the dude not showing up until 8. And he was like, that's ridiculous, man. That's absurd. You always want to make sure that you're on time. And if they don't get there on time, they should help you, because they should realize that if they're going to be getting there on time, not if they're going to be getting there late, then that means they're inconveniencing you. You don't have enough time to finish, which means the store is going to look bad. And when the store looks bad, y'all, even if the receivers or store managers or whatever want to bitch and complain, it's not your fault. Like, they're going to look back at the RSR because that's the person that's in charge of the route, you know? And that's why I said it's like a food chain of bullshit, because, then they'll contact the RSR, and the RSR will get pissed off at the merchandiser because, so. But anyway, he was saying, oh, he's seeing all this stuff, making it sound so good. I'm agreeing with him. I'm like, yeah, you're right. The RSR, RSA should help. If they're late as shit to the store and they don't get the order checked in, they know the merchandiser only has so many hours to work that store. They should help at least with a cart or two just to give that merchandiser some more breathing room. He gets there, y'all, at 9 o'clock. Order doesn't get checked in until 9:30. Keep in mind, this store has several things. This store has an end cap in the front, end cap in the back. It has a display up at the very front of the store. It has, of course, Impulse, which is your mini bag of chips. It has the main aisle, which is huge. It's a really big main aisle. They have like sacks, the little, 18 count little sacks or whatever. They got those on the main aisle. They got the cubes and they got the sacks on like another aisle, like on the opposite side of it. They've got another pair of sacks. Oh, that sounds fucked up. Ball, not testicles, not ball sacks. But they've got like another fucking pair of, the fucking Frito-Lay sacks on the bread aisle and shit. And it's like, yo, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. I'm like, so, it's 9:30, 9:45. And these carts are huge. They're not like, carts that are half empty. They're like filled up to like, almost the fucking ceiling. Well, not almost the ceiling, but they're filled up to like the point where the little holders, like the box holders on the cart, reach their limit. Like, I actually have to condense and figure out a way that I can put boxes on other carts just to get one cart out the door in the back, because it's not going to clear the door. So, I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, I got 3 carts, right? It's 9:30, 9:45, I get the carts out to the floor. I'm meant to be gone by 12. So now I've got 2 hours and 15 minutes, less than that actually, because, now when you think about it, I got to still go around and pull everything forward and, rotate and go to each display in each aisle in each section. So I get done with about a cart and a half. Right? RSR is still in the store. The RSR is still in the fucking store. He walks around the store and he checks and talks to managers, but he didn't want to help me. So he was like, he just gave me a knuckle. He was like, a fist bump, whatever the fuck you call it. He was like, all right, man, I'll catch you later, and just give me a fist bump and then rolls out. So I'm like, all right, now I'm sitting here with less than an hour left. Y'all, I've got like 45 minutes left before I need to start pulling shit forward. Of course, I don't get everything done. Long story short is I didn't finish on time. I still, even though I was wrapping stuff up and getting into the process of getting, finishing, like pulling stuff forward and, rotating and checking all my displays, I still didn't get out until 1. So if I would have stayed If I would have stayed and actually finished the carts and everything that he like brought in, I wouldn't have left until 2 or 3 o'clock in the evening, and I was I was not working 12, 13 hour day, y'all. So summary of this video, I went on a rant. Summary of this video, y'all, make sure you're checking your RSRs and your RSAs to actually be there on time, because it makes a world of a difference, and you don't want to have to go through that. Technically speaking, it isn't your fault. You're not going to get in trouble for that. If you tell your DSL, if your DSL confronts you and asks you, because they will ask you, because you know the store will sometimes directly, if the store isn't serviced properly, they can just directly call your DSL, and the DSL will talk to you or your RSR. If you know you get approached by your DSL, y'all, just tell them straight up, listen, you mean, the DSLs know your schedule, so you don't have to tell them that, but you can just add that in. Like, you know that I've only had 2 hours at the store, 3 hours at the store. There were 4 carts in total, and the RSR showed up late. He showed up 2 hours. 3 hours late. There's literally nothing I can do. And the RSRs, the DSLs, they'll understand that. The DSLs will know that, hey, you have a certain time limit. They'll confront the RSRs. So y'all, be on your RSRs and RSAs asses, man. They make a whole bunch of these fucking excuses, these shit, man. Oh, I overslept. Oh, I'm dragging today. Oh, man, I'm tired. Oh, man, I was doing something at another store and I just couldn't get here on time. Oh, But yeah, even though I couldn't do that, I still need you to make sure the store looking good, though. I still need you to make sure that, that you finish everything and condense everything. And yeah, and then they get pissed off and try to catch an attitude when you can't. You tell them, you think you can finish it all? Nah, man, I'll probably be able to get a cart done. Well, why can't you get everything done? You should be able to get everything done, man. You should have enough time. I don't see why you're going to be going to the other RSR store. You're not going to be getting the stuff done here. Well, if your bitch ass got here on time like you're meant to, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But anyway, y'all, that's the video, man. That's it. Make sure you're talking to your RSRs and RSAs, man. Make sure you're letting them know that they need to get to the stores on time so you can get out on time. Because nobody's trying to do any overtime, and we all trying to go home. You heard me?